Good morning. Good morning. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. It's Tuesday. Let's get in here. I'm going to turn my noisemaker off because I forgot to do that. But good morning to you. And let me get this shared and asking you to do the same. So let me find it. First of all, there we are. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, I'm going to get it shared out, and I'm hoping you'll do the same. And let's get people woke up and in here. Somebody found it. Good morning. Pat Moss, good afternoon. Hello, hello. Joanne Castrillo, good morning to you. All right. And Deirdre, thank you for sharing it, Deirdre. All right, let's take a moment to go into our heart. This is called the heart brain coherence, and it is helping your heart, which is also acting as a brain. We're helping it to communicate the big brain, up in our head. So 3 steps. Slow down your breathing. When you slow down your breathing, you're slowing down everything. So the breathing is slow. Touching your heart center brings your focus to the heart. And then, the important one, be positive. Add in something that feels so good. It might be a memory of a person or a place or an event, or it could be that you're just excited about what you're doing in life. Just go to that happy place in your heart and tell your brain how happy you are, how beautiful you are, how amazing. And we do this with affirmations. I am love. I am light. I am amazing. I am beautiful. I am so loved. And the more you can put that into your heart and really let your brain know that you are special, you'll feel it and you'll begin to act that way, that you are special, that you are loved, and that you are love. And you'll share that love every moment of every day. We have so many people coming in. Good morning, Catherine. Good morning, Erica, Andrea. And thank you all who are sharing this out. So appreciate that. Just going to grab my water. So it is Thankful Tuesday. Terrific Thankful Tuesday. Who are you grateful for? Just share. Let's share. One thing, one person. What is it that makes your heart smile and makes you happy? Good morning, Blue. Thank you for being here this morning. All right, so I'm going to see what the angel message was from last night and share that with you. I don't know where everyone is, Blue Jean. Maybe they're sleeping. We have to say their name and wake them up. All right. So last night's message from the angels is, I applaud you. You need to be aware of what others are doing. Applaud their efforts. Acknowledge their successes and encourage them in their pursuits. When we all help one another, everybody wins. And that's from Jim Stovall. When we learn to celebrate the success of others, we break free from the confines of envy and create an environment of support and encouragement. Recognizing that someone's success does not diminish our own potential is crucial in determining a healthy and positive mindset. I have many right now who are on journeys of fulfilling their soul calling, and I am so proud of each one that I am watching grow and expand as they walk their path. Learning to be happy for others who succeed is an essential aspect of personal growth, fostering positive relationships and cultivating a mindset of abundance and gratitude. You may have heard the phrase, we live in an abundant universe. Adopting this abundance mindset is a transformative approach when it comes to celebrating others' success. Instead of seeing success as a limited resource, abundant mindset recognizes that success is not finite and that there is enough for everyone. Dear angels, to be happy for others who succeed requires having empathy and compassion. Instead of allowing jealousy or comparison to cloud our judgment, we can make a conscious effort to understand the efforts, sacrifices, and hard work that led to someone's success. Dear ones, celebrating the success of others leads to more personal growth inside of you. When you can truly be happy for someone's accomplishments and celebrate with them, that is an act of unconditional love. Your encouragement of others is one way to spread positive energy. It's also a testament to others, being an example for them to do the same. Dear ones, we encourage you to celebrate others just as if it was your own achievement. Let that joy propel you higher in frequency, as it will act as a magnet, bring in more abundance, joy, and love to your dear angels. Today, I promise to always celebrate the success of others as if it were my own. This is such an important lesson that the angels are teaching us here. It's about not being selfish. It's about seeing ourselves in others, others who may have struggled and now they're succeeding at what they're doing. So when we can just acknowledge and accept, align and allow, then we can see that person's perseverance. We can see their hard work as something that's beautiful and celebrate it, not being envious, not being jealous, but just celebrating and being happy for what's happened. Suzanne, good morning. And Julie Kiss, hello. Julie is grateful for God in my life. Yes, yes. Andrea, grateful for everyone in this loving group. Me too, Andrea. Joanne, grateful my mom got her baklava for Mother's Day and she liked it. Awesome. Good morning, Kathy Hand. Back to work for you. Yes. Pat Moss says, I'm so grateful for my dentist. I always imagine I'm having a beauty treatment because owning my own teeth is a luxury. Yes, indeed. I'm so happy that you've got that attitude because I never could have that kind of attitude toward dentists. So cheers and congratulations. All right, let's see what Kuan Yin has to say about all. I know she has something to say. So let's see. Boy, she's all over the place. We got cards hopping out of the deck. Oh, so give me some more gratitude, you guys. What are you grateful for? I want to know. And start saying people's names. Type them in the comments because when you say their name or type their name, thanks them, and they usually come in right after that. It works like magic. Like that card today. So, medicine of the Divine Mother. Choose your divine medicine to feel grounded and peaceful. Your morning walk, daily prayer, or yoga class, your time to dance each evening or meditate, to do an oracle card reading, or sit quietly with a cup of tea and reflect upon what you are grateful for in that moment. Simple daily routines done with awareness allow you to feel my love for you. Isn't that a beautiful card? And I do feel Kuan Yin with us. She's always guiding us, always helping us to understand more fully what we're doing here. Like, what am I doing here? Ah, thank you, Kuan Yin, for always guiding, always helping us, always being there and showing up. And she's guided this group from the beginning. This has been a real compassionate group, and I love that. I love it for each one of you who has grown in your love and your compassion and your joy, and you show that to each other. And I just think that is so beautiful. And Deirdre, what you got? Deirdre says, Teri, my happiness for just how far you've come with your movement of Peace on Earth tour since the very beginning at the river brings me heartfelt gratitude with so much love for you. Thank you. Thank you, Deirdre. Wow, that just touches my heart this morning to hear those words. Thank you. I so appreciate you, Deirdre, and that you're such a huge part of this family. And you're always loving and kind and sharing this with others. So thank you. I hope you're doing well, my friend. All right. Well, it's springtime. We're in May, getting ready actually to go into June, not too much longer. We're past the halfway point in May, and life is getting more and more exciting every day. So I feel like once we crossed over from winter and we actually can think about spring and see flowers blooming and feel ourselves sneezing our heads off because all that pollen's out there, um, it's like life opens up and things are coming to life and birds are singing and happy. I love this time of year. I just love it. So what are your thoughts about that? Are you happy that it's spring? Are you happy that you're alive to enjoy this time, this beautiful spring energy? I'd love to hear your thoughts today. And as you are thinking those thoughts, we're going to do the tiny book of angel messages. Good morning, Prachetta. All right, so somebody give me a number. Number. Oh, thank you. Blue says any 7, another school year in the books for Grayson. Yes, we have daffodils. And you have razzmatazz. What does razzmatazz think of those daffodils? Good morning, Catherine Kovacs. And Blue has picked page 24. Let's see what page 24 holds for us for a message. Okay, we got 3 messages on page 24. I'm just going to start. So the first message on the page. Oh, Olivia's birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday, Olivia. Oh, she eats the daffodils? Yeah, I figured. More food, right? Okay, so the first message says, a gift can come in many forms. It can be as simple as a hug, a kind word, a cup of coffee, or a precious item. When you are open to receive the gift, your heart assigns it a value. I love that. I love that last line. When somebody gives us a gift and you know that it's something that comes from the heart, how valuable is that to you? I have gifts that I've received that are priceless, and I don't let go of them. I carry them with me. So what's your feeling on that? That your heart assigns a gift, assigns a value to the gift that's received. I love that thought. So going on to the next one, if you don't have any thoughts about that one. Number 2, this is a little bit longer. So let me get some water. Number 2 says, oh wait, before that, Blue says, Teri, I still have the rock that looks like a heart that Gruffy gave me that day at the waterfalls. That Gruffy is so special, and she gives the best gift. Gruffy actually dug a rock up at the waterfall and brought it to me and dropped it at my feet, and I have that rock. So Gruffy, thank you. And those are the kinds of gifts that we really cherish, aren't they? Those are the gifts that we know are so special. So yeah, Deirdre, the gift that speaks to my heart also speaks to my soul. And that's a kind of happiness and joy that stays with me for life. Yeah, it sure does. All right, so number 2. Holding on to a belief just because it's the way things have always been done and how they are without examining the thought process, sorting through and asking if it still fits you is the same as filling that junk drawer full of things and ignoring the somewhat annoying thought that you can let it go. It is in the letting go that you find freedom. All right, who has a junk drawer? Raise your hand or say yes if you have that junk drawer. That was the one thing I always dreaded when I had a place and I had drawers that could become junk drawers. There was always that one drawer that things just kind of got dropped into because they didn't have a place to go, right? you didn't have a place for them. So all of a sudden, it's like it all just kind of junk drawer. I think there needs to be a country song about junk drawers. Deirdre, yes, times two. And yes, Jean, only one. There's usually one main one, right? There's that main junk drawer where you put all of the stuff that's important, that you think is so important. And so it goes in the drawer and sometimes never to be seen again. Okay, so we'll get there, Catherine. We're talking about junk drawers right now. Oh, Suzanne, you have a junk basement. That's Joanne Castrillo. A friend gave me a dragonfly wing years ago. She knew it would touch my heart. I just took it out of my house to my office so nothing would happen to my dear dragon when we moved to the new house. Being kept carefully in a small box for years. Oh, I love that. Those precious things that bring so much memory and you feel the love in them. And like the message said, your heart has assigned that a value. So I know you're going to be going through a move soon, so I'm glad you're protecting that. And Pat Moss says, not me, but someone I live with has a shed junk. Yeah, it's pretty bad when the junk drawer expands and you need a whole shed to hold it, right? Good morning, Jeanette. Oh, I'm so happy to see your name pop up here. Thank you for being with us. And Kathy says, I have several junk drawers. Yeah, sometimes there's like the kitchen junk drawer and the bedroom junk drawer and the bathroom junk drawer. You know, you can just really go overboard with it. But how many times do you go through that junk drawer and start tossing things? Or maybe organizing things and putting it where it makes more sense than just in a big drawer full of everything in the world. But it is springtime, so maybe it is time to declutter some of those junk drawers, right? And I don't know about the junk shed. That was Pat Moss. Sometimes we have no control over what other people do with their junk drawers. And Kathy, yeah, I read yours. You have several. All right, so that number 3 message, let's see what it is from the tiny book of angel messages. And Suzanne, you're doing that right now. Already took several loads to donations. There you go. Declutter. All right, number 3 says there is more than one path to arrive at your destination. When you open up to possibilities, the right path will unfold for you to experience more beauty, more miracles, more awe in your life. I love that. There's more than one path to arrive at your destination. And, you know, life is not about destinations. Life is about the adventure, just living each moment, staying in each moment, knowing that whatever you're doing, that's an experience for your soul growth. That's something that's helping you and others to see the importance and the value, assign that heart value to that experience and to that lesson that you're learning from the experience. So I love all 3 of these messages. Who picked that? Blue Jean, I think that was you that picked page 24. You might want to mark, if you've got the tiny book, mark that page 24 or put a bookmark in it and go back and reflect on those very beautiful messages that are lessons for us from the angels. I love that. Maybe it should have been called the Tiny Book of Angel Lessons instead of messages, because these are deep lessons, aren't they, when we think about it? And Sally and Tony just showed up. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And Blue, you have shipping containers. All righty then. Yes, you have Contractor Dave. He could make you a big junk drawer, couldn't he? And he has the barn that probably has some junk in it. And what's happening, not the barn, the garage, what's happening with the barn? Do you have any plans for a place for Dolly? I know you talked about that before. Okay. Jeanette says, my grandmother had a box of old jewelry and whatnots she called the everything box. As a child, I used to love to go through and see what treasures I would find. One person's junk is a child's treasure. That is so true. You know, I've been traveling now for almost 3 years, and it's interesting when I get somewhere that I'm going to stay for a little bit, I have a chance to go through stuff that I'm carrying along with me and seeing if there's maybe something that I can lighten the load. And I do just about everywhere I go. If I'm staying for a week or more, I start decluttering. And I have this bag. It was a gift from my sister, so I'm not going to get rid of the bag. But in that bag is jewelry. And, you know, some of it's good jewelry, but for the most part is things that have been given to me over the years that I choose to keep with me. And I go through that every so often. I go through the jewelries, and it's so hard to get rid of something that somebody gave you that has meaning to you. And there's usually, when I pull something out and I look at it, there's usually a story behind what was given. So it's hard for me to declutter that particular bag, and it's a little heavy. So every time I think, all right, I'm going to go through the jewelry bag and get rid of things, and maybe one day I will do that and just start giving it away to people instead of decluttering it into some place like a thrift store or a Goodwill. And speaking of that, I just got this most amazing piece of jewelry from Auntie Jean Lorio, who I don't see on here this morning. But she gave me a daisy, and I love daisies, and she knows how much I love daisies. So I just got this precious gift for Mother's Day, and I want to show you all this gift. So she gave it to me. I got it in the mail, and she said, well, did you? You can see it's flat on the back, and I'm thinking, walking about, maybe she thinks she gave something that's different than what I got. And she goes, open it up. When it doesn't open, it's flat. There's nothing to open. And so she goes, open it up. And so I played with it, and I'll just show you. The daisy comes apart. It opens up like this, and in the middle it says Mama P. Isn't that beautiful? Jean is so thoughtful, and when she gives a present or just gives you something, it always comes from her heart. She does, right, Deirdre? She gives the best gifts. So this is my newest from her. I just wanted to share that with you all, and I absolutely love it. And just the specialness of it, where she took the time to find something where she could inscribe that inside of it. Absolutely beautiful. All right, so I got to scroll back up and see what the messages are. Okay, Jeanette, I read yours. Blue said, yes, it opened for me. I wanted to share. Okay. Don't know. Jeanette says, I gave your book to 2 people as gifts and they loved them. Well, Jeanette, yesterday there was exciting news on the show that the tiny book, this beautiful little book of messages, has been transcribed into Spanish, and then several of you have made an offer to transcribe it into other languages like German. Gosh, I can't right now think of what the others were. French, I think. And I'm excited about this because I've had books translated before. The Gratitude Vase was translated into 2 other languages, and it was such a beautiful thing to be able to offer that to people who maybe struggle with the English language. Thank you for sharing, Sally. And Deirdre says, I don't know why I hear Dolly and my heart does a flutter. Oh, Blue says we have plans, just waiting for Dave to have the time and the big boy trucks to come home from the job that Gordy worked on, and Dave worked there over the winter. Oh, yeah, I think of Gordy a lot. Every time I think of you guys up there in Vermont, I know that that's a big hole that's missing. Hope Wellington Marshall, good morning. Yeah, Deirdre, this necklace is so unique, and this is one that I'll really cherish ever. Typical Auntie Jean, you're right, Hope. It sure is. Yeah, it is exciting that that everything is starting to move right now, and there's so much going on that's new and different in life. I'll be going to a conference next month, and it's a UFO conference that I think thousands of people have already signed up to be there. So for me, it's an opportunity to share love and light and to go in there and have things like the gratitude cards and the postcards that I had made up for the Peace on Earth tour. Good morning, Oksana. Happy Tuesday. It is a happy Tuesday. Oksana says, I am here and everything is unfolding in the best way possible. And so it is. Absolutely. So in 2 days, I will be seeing our Karen Palmer. Many of you know her. She's coming to Colorado for the first time ever. She's never been to the state. And Ruth Anderson and I get to show her around and show off these beautiful Rockies. And I just want everybody to experience those Rocky Mountains. It's a place that is so special. When you start to come in, if you're driving down the road, and you start to see those mountains, they're majestic. To me, it's like they reach up all the way up to heaven. When you really look at them, they're so big and so solid and strong. And this feels like my safe place. That really is what it feels like. And I don't see me settling here because I'm not going to settle anywhere. But if I were to call a place my second home, I think this would probably be it because I just so love them. Kathleen Caputo, good morning to you. And Suzanne says there's a big paragon right here at Pinhurst, all the stars from the big G. Okay. Oh, the ghost show. will be here this weekend and ongoing. Oh, that's awesome. I hope you have a great time with that, Suzanne. Good morning, Isabel. Good morning, Erica. Yeah, I think it's pretty awesome. It wasn't even on my radar. And then all of a sudden it showed up and I knew I was supposed to go. I don't know why. I never question why when the angels tell me to go somewhere. They're like, go here. Okay. so so that's where I'm headed the 1st of June. And I'll be on the road for a couple of days to get in there in California. All right. So I just saw what time it is. And it is time for prayers. So we've done some gratitude, we've done some sharing, and now share out if there's any prayers that you need to have us be aware of, and we'll put them in the grids, we'll put them in the prayer list. I almost said prayer book again. Yesterday came out prayer book because it's a really big list that we have going. So if you have anyone that you would like us to hold, then please type that in. Erica, I see you. Prayers for strength. Deirdre, prayers for all humans, for Gaia and world peace and attention to human trafficking. Thank you. And I'd like to add prayers for our new project, which is 10 million for world peace. 10 million for world peace is a movement. And as we get further along in it, it's taken on such a beautiful energy. Today at 5 o'clock Eastern Time on the P Podcast, I will have my 2 co-founders on with me, Marbeth Dunn and Maureen Whitehouse, and we'll be talking about that journey and that experience that we are going through. Every Sunday, we lead a meditation geared toward our world leaders, our state leaders, our county leaders, and helping to send more love and light and prayers for strength to them. And it's making a difference. When we do this, it makes an impact out in the world. So I'm you're joining us. If you're not a member yet of our group, it's called 10 Million for World Peace. And please go look it up and become a member with us and make this happen in a big way. We are looking for volunteers to help with that. So if you're willing to give us just a few hours a week even, helping us with social media or some more of the organization and spreading it out there and gathering the troops that are going to do the heavy to bring this to fruition. We would love to talk to you. And there is a volunteer form. If you go to our website, peace, 10 million for worldpeace.org, there's a button you push to volunteer. There's a button you can push to donate because there are expenses involved when you start a mission this big. So please keep us in your prayers as we go forward with this. And Erica's asking for prayers for her Beth, her daughter Beth, and her daughter Tara. And Jeanette, thank you for being with us. So much love to you. And Blue Jean, I'm going to see our sweet Dolly today. It's 40 degrees. Oh boy. Well, I'm sure you will warm her heart as you go in there. And let's see if there's any other requests. Blue says, my world traveler best friends were here. We had the best time. I'm so glad to hear that. So prayers for them for travel, because it's not easy out here to be out on the roads and traveling. So anyone that's doing that, we lift you with prayers. All right, let's go into our hearts. Oh my goodness, that's big news. Mary Jane comes home on Wednesday. How awesome is that? Yay. That's a big yay. Okay. Please give her my love and let her know that we've been lifting her up every day in prayer. So let's go in with the breath. Just envision that this beautiful energy is traveling right to you from the Creator, coming from that place that we call the great central sun. And that energy hits your lung as you breathe it in. That energy is called love. Love is really the only thing that's real in this whole experience. Those things that we think are so monumental and so big and huge when we're going, they're just illusions. They're just our life lessons to help us get back to love, back to what's in our heart. So breathe in. Feel that energy that's safe, that energy that's warm, that just wants to wrap around you like a warm blanket. Just hold that energy right now in your heart and then release it out. And now when you take the next breath in, we'll do the colors. What color is coming in with that breath? What does it look like? And does it change color when it comes into you? Does it go to one of the chakras that needs attention? Does it go to maybe if that's painful or uncomfortable? Does it go to your thought processes, beliefs? Maybe it goes to your throat to help open up that communication center. But just pay attention. Just become aware of what's happening when you breathe in. This is what healing looks like. This is how all healing begins, is on the inside. So as you breathe in the breath of air, just pay attention to where it goes, what it looks like, what it feels like, and just be in this moment with that energy. And just like when there's something that's wrong and you have to put on an oxygen mask, you have to do it for yourself first before you can help others. So this is what we're doing. We're putting on that oxygen mask. We're breathing in that beautiful energy, the energy that says, I just love you no matter what. I accept you. I honor you. I respect you. As you breathe in that air, you're doing more than just giving your body what it needs to survive. You're also giving your soul some energy. You're being surrounded by love. You're immersing yourself in it. Every time you breathe in that air. And now exhale. Let go of anything that was maybe stirred up by that oxygen. You know how when a tornado comes through and it scatters things, and then it's gone and you're left with quiet. But sometimes you're left with a mess. You're left with the residue of what happens when things are broken apart. So it's the same when you breathe in the oxygen and it starts looking for what needs to be scattered and moved out. So if that is the case, if you took in oxygen into your lungs and it traveled to a different part of your body and said, this has got to go. This belief no longer serves you. This pain no longer serves you. This anger no longer serves you. Then what you can do is release it out with the out breath. It's just like sweeping the floor. You breathe in, gets done, and then you release it out. So just envision that you're sweeping all of those particles, all those pieces and parts that serve you anymore. The tornado has come in. It's done its job. It's moved things around for you to pay attention to. And now clean up the mess. You do that with just releasing it breath. So now that we've helped ourselves with clearing and cleansing and pouring more love inside, now we can help others. So let's think of all those prayer requests that were put in there, all the ones that were listed today, all those pages and pages of prayer requests of names, people and places and animals. And let's lift all of them up. Let's ask for them to be seen and heard and acknowledged and answered for the best and high of all. We lift them up right now to the Creator. We ask the angels to come to every person that's on that list, to visit every place where there is conflict, where there's war, where there's anything unlike peace, and bring in that energy of peace. Just feel it. Just take a moment in your heart right now to lift up all these names and then to let them go. We can't hold all of them. So let's let them go. We've done our part, we've done our work, and now it's time to trust. We have trust and belief that there is a higher power that's looking at each of these requests, that's helping each one of us along our path that we're. And let's celebrate. Let's give gratitude for the miracles that happen and gratitude for those who are celebrating life events. And now let's love on each other. Yep, we've reached that time. Time to say those magic words. The words that really do make a difference. And those words we say at the count of 3, 2, 1. Thank you. I love you. I love this part of the morning show where we all focus on love. And Oksana, prayers to Source that all my bills are paid in divine order. Absolutely. Trust and believe. And Blue, I'm trying to settle my lawsuit. I'm tired of my insurance company. Please see the best outcome for me. Let's claim it. Let's speak that congratulations over it, that it's done, that it was successful, and that everything is working perfectly. And Blue says, pink, blue, white, surrounding me and expanding my aura. Yes, yes. And now we have the beautiful ending with all of the thank you, I love yous. I love you all so much. Thank you, Kathleen, Andrea, Pat Moss, Oksana, Deirdre, Blue Jean. Oh, that was Suzanne. I couldn't get to Blue Jeans. There it is. Thank you. We love you. Razmataz is curled up next to Pocket. Boss Dog watches over family. I love that. Okay. So, Hope, there you are. Thank you. I love you. I love you all so much. Thank you for being in my life. Thank you for what you bring to this world, which is love and compassion and care. You're so beautiful. Stay in your hearts and stay blessed. And I'm going to put the Facebook group up there and ask that you come and join in with us. 10 million for world peace. Let's make this happen. So, 5 o'clock today, we're going to talk more about 10 million for world peace. So come join in with us. Love you all so much. Hope my neck is still a little tight and doesn't feel so great, but that's all right. I know that it's working itself out of there with all the love that you all are sending me. Thank you for that. So Deirdre has the words to get us out of here, which is namaste, y'all. I will see you later. Have a great day. Bye.